Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bron Talks. Today we're going to talk about cost breakdown after admission. In part 3 we did talk about costs before you get your admission, before you get the final decision from the university, but now here in part 4 we're going to talk about costs after you get your admission. So if after the university sends you an official offer letter, whether it's conditional or unconditional, then you will have to make sure your finances are good, that they're going to cover your costs. So we're going to talk about that here. So always make sure you like, share and subscribe this video. Let's get right into it. So in this video we're going to talk about costs after admission. So let's get right into it here. So first thing is, as you can see, is expenses we have. So tuition deposit is very important. There are universities that do require you to deposit tuition deposit, that do require you to pay that amount. It ranges from 1,000 Canadian dollars to 3,000 Canadian dollars. Different universities, different payment amounts. So it depends. But if you're applying for masters, then these amounts, as they haven't really said anything officially, but tuition deposits back before January 2026, before the date, there was a provincial attestation letter was required for any application, whether you are undergrad students, masters, whether you're applying for undergrad, masters or PhD. They did require you to have a provincial attestation letter from the province and via the university. So it did require you to pay a tuition deposit to get that PAL. But now, after January 2026, things have changed, and applications for masters and PhD students, PAL is not required, PAL is not required. So there are universities that haven't really officially said anything, but most of them are inclining to make it optional, and they could give you unconditional offer without the tuition deposit, but you'll have to go through the university for this information. So just in case, so we're not sure whether the university does require it as a strict rule or they do have it as an optional option there. So tuition deposit really important, but you'll have to check with the university whether they do require that or not. But for study permits, if you have the money, you pay, it's really good for the visa officer to look at this receipt, but it depends from individual to individual. So this cost is going to be there from 1,000 Canadian dollars to 3,000 Canadian dollars, or from that amount is going to be there as exchange rates. So are going to be, and subsequent things we talk about. So visa processing fee as well, as we know, once you get your offer letter, all you have to do is go through the immigration official IRCC account and then start your application. So when you go through that application, the cost they're gonna give you is the visa processing fee, which is 150 Canadian dollars or 109, approximately 109 American dollars. So visa processing fee is very important and mandatory. Without that, you can't go further. So your thought's gonna be thwarted there. So visa processing fee is there as well. So biometrics fee as well. If you've applied to Canada before, then this fee might not include you guys who've done biometrics before. So biometrics, I think they work for like 10 years, so you don't really have to be worried if you've done that before. But if you're a new individual applying to study permit or any application in Canada, then definitely biometrics is here for you. The costs are going to wait for you. So the next one is going to be medical fees as well. We do know medical fees only work for 1 year. So if you have done it in the last a year period, then you don't really have to worry about that. But if your time is running out or you haven't done any medical fees, then you'll have to pay that as well, which is like 175 Canadian dollars, or it depends. So I think this is in US dollars, so 239 Canadian dollars. You'll have to make this. So it's going to be 175 US dollars. And the tag is going to be 239 Canadian dollars. So it depends from country to country. The prices do range, so not really sure about that. So I think this is in USD. I might have mismatched that. So the next one is going to be etiquette. Etiquette is after you get the good news that you've been accepted or your visa has been approved, then definitely etiquette is very important, range from $1,300 to $3,000. So different, and it could range from that range. So you'll have to make sure all these costs are here after you get, but we're not saying these costs are related with only your application. We're not saying, oh, so what about when I go there, do I have to have money? Yes, that's definitely inside your costs, but we're talking here only about related before you leave your designated country and you go to Canada. Then these costs are there for you before the full breakdown of financial budget planning. So we do have that talk in, so make sure you have these costs ready. So we're going to have that in our next videos. We're going to talk about other costs as well, but here we've talked about costs after you get your admission. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks.